Good afternoon. Hope you're all well and still surviving, hanging on in there. Thank you so much for sharing the last video. Thank you for all the lovely comments. Really appreciate it. I hate doing videos because I just don't like the sound of my own voice. Always going to sound a bit weird, which I probably do. So let's just go on with another animal. So the one we're going to look at today, or one of the ones we're going to look at today, are really odd. And these are fantastic, but they're what we call giant African, oh here's one, millipedes. Okay, and these are one of the largest millipedes in the world. Now there's 3 of them there, not one. That'd be pretty huge. Now these are the giant African ones, so they live in the sort of rainforest sort of areas. They live right on the forest floor. So if any of your children have done rainforest at school, they're going to live right at the bottom. So there's 4 layers, and the lower down the layers you get, the darker it gets. Now the word millipede means 1,000 legs. Milli means 1,000, pede means legs or feet. Now the biggest one that's ever been seen had about 750 legs, but it was like a really sort of like a lot smaller than these. These are quite big and chunky, but I can't remember the name of it. Someone's going to comment and tell me what it is. But they're like really thin, almost like a tapeworm type thing. Right. But they usually get up to about 300, 400 legs. Okay. Now they are what we say a myriapod, which means many legs. It's said to say they're millipedes. Yeah, milli means 1,000, pede means legs. They are from the same family as a centipede. The main difference between the two: centipede means 100 legs. They usually get around 40-ish. The biggest centipedes in the world are these scalopendras, which are like the giant Vietnamese ones, and all those around that sort of that size. They're pretty cool. Now, centipedes are venomous. Okay, there aren't any that can kill you unless you have a bad reaction to them, but scalopendra, which are the big ones, they're nasty. These are poisonous, can't kill you, luckily. And what they do is they just showing off. And what they do is if they get angry, they secrete this liquid, type of cyanide, through the skin, and it irritates the animal's eyes, and it smells a bit like iodine. These are herbivores. Which, if there's any children watching this, what do herbivores eat? Yes, plants. So lettuce, tomato, cucumber, carrot, sweet potato. Now in the wild, obviously you're not find cucumbers and carrots, but what they do is on the forest floor, there's lots of rotten fruit and veg, plants, dead leaves. They'll eat all that, and then obviously what goes in one end is the head end. Eventually it's got to come out the back end. There we go. I know you guys love poo, so it comes out the back end. Now this poo is very important to the rainforest because it gets mixed up with all the mud and the rain. Obviously being a rainforest has about 2 meters of rain a year to be called a rainforest. This gets churned up, a bit like what an earthworm does, and this helps all the plants grow. Now centipedes, as I said, are venomous. They're carnivores, so they eat other animals. These are herbivores, and they're venomous and these are poisonous. All right. I've already probably said all that already, okay? But when I'm looking at myself in the camera, you lose track. Best thing about these guys is if they lose a leg, they can usually regrow them, which is pretty amazing. Bad thing about them, when we take them out to the schools and care homes and stuff, it takes ages for her to get ready. If you think trying to put all those shoes on, it's going to take a long time. Now the teeth coming out the front of the head, those are the antennae. And they use those for smelling, tasting, feeling, generally finding their way around. And they can't really see. They do have lenses, but not very good at all, which is fine because they live on the forest floor. It's dark, nothing to see anyway. Now they've got this hard exoskeleton. Exo means outside, and then you know what a skeleton is. As they grow like a new segment, and then they have bits of legs. They've got 4 legs on each part of their body. And they've got really good grip because their legs sort of go out and round when they walk. They sort of grip like this rather than being straight down. So you can actually, this bit all goes wrong, but see, upside down, pretty amazing. Yeah. And they're arthropods. So arthropod means jointed legs, just like insects, jointed legs, just like us, got joints. Okay, and they've got the little mandibles or jaws just up in there. Underneath. Now these are females. The easiest way to tell if it's a male or a female is about this far down the body. Underneath it's going to have a big gap in the legs, and this is where the males keep. Actually, don't worry about that bit. Actually, okay, it's age appropriate. Now some of the monkeys that live in the rainforest, they know about this liquid, and over thousands of years they've learned to use it. So what the monkeys would do is the monkeys would pick one of these up, they give them a gentle bite, I won't do it, little bite, they get angry, they make the liquid come out their skin, the monkeys will rub the liquid all over their fur, and if they've got any bugs living on them, like fleas, ticks, things like that, the liquid would kill the bugs. Now also it would get the monkeys a little bit drunk, a little bit high. Now obviously don't do that, it's bad, okay, and it really makes them salivate, like produce lots of saliva, and just get addicted to it, and then they just put these guys back on the floor and they run away. Alright, pretty cool stuff. So we'll do another animal for you. I'm just going to put these back, I'll be back in a minute. Back again. So the next one, if you thought the millipedes were cool, you're gonna love these. Now this is Dave and Brian, and these this is so cool. Now these are the giant African land snails, and these are one of the largest snails in the world. Now I should have said it right at the beginning, but anyone that knows us or knows me knows that all our animals are captive bred, so nothing's been taken out of their natural habitat. Everything's been sort of everything's been well sourced, okay, ethically, yeah. So apart from these guys, now we've got a few of these. That's Dave, this is Dave, this is Brian. Now these guys were illegally imported into this country from Africa, and over there they eat them. It's like bush food sort of thing, and if you go up into sort of anywhere around South London, so Lewisham, Brixton, around there's a lot of like African sort of communities, and they sell these in the food shops. So I've got a friend of mine who goes into these and he sort of rescues them, and then he would get them back into up to health, because they do have parasites in them, so they're well caught, and then he will rehome them to schools, things like that, and use them for education purposes. So yeah, cool stuff. Now here it is. So these are from a group of animals called a mollusk. The definition of a mollusk is got to have a shell, no bones, and tentacles. So these are from the same family as octopus, squid, cuttlefish, things like that. So you might think an octopus hasn't got a shell, but it's got a beak, like the mouth part, very powerful beak, and that's made from the same stuff as this. Keratin, okay, same stuff as your fingernails. Now the two eyes are at the top. It's really not the best sort of pose for you, is it, Dave? So these are his eyes. Okay, right at the end on the stalks. Now they can't see very well. Obviously they don't wear glasses, they don't have ears, they can't hold them on. So underneath his eyes, he's got two noses, which are these here. Okay, two noses, one either side. Right, so those are tentacles. Now the big bit underneath is disgusting. This here is the foot. On the foot is something called the radula, it's like the tongue, it's like the top, and they've got about 10,000 teeth. Very, very tiny teeth, obviously. And these guys are the hygiene bills for these guys is a lot. So all these teeth, a lot of trips to the dentist. You've got to look after your teeth, kids. Alright. So they're born with their shell. They cannot come out of their shell. Right? No matter what you see in cartoons, if he gets pulled out of his shell, it's always going to rip all his guts and everything come out and they die. So birds, when they eat them, they pick them up, you know, fly them up quite high, drop them on a rock, let it crack open, and they pull them out. Now if he breaks his shell, as long as it's a small crack or a little tiny hole, it can normally repair itself. Remember, it's made from the same stuff as your fingernail. Fingernails are always growing, so it's the same with them. Okay, so obviously it's a huge crack or a huge hole, all his gut's going to come out, he's going to die, unfortunately. They can live anywhere up to about 8 years. Obviously longer in captivity. A little bit closer there, I guess. Pretty cool. Got huge muscle. Now, although they've got boys' names, for any younger viewers here, I won't go into too much detail. They're what we call hermaphrodites. They've got both male and female reproductive organs. Now, you still need two snails to mate. And what they do is they come along, like, hey, how you doing? Not too bad. You? Oh, do I go for a drink? So go out, go out on a drink, nice romantic meal, get together, a couple of glasses of wine, obvious happens, and then they go away and they both lay eggs. Yeah, both lay eggs. And on the sides of the head, about here, the little white bit, that's where his point bits are. It's called the love dart or the love spear, basically. And he stabs the other snail in the side of the head. That I'm done saying. That's what's going on. Yeah, okay, pretty cool stuff. Now they're herbivores as well, so they eat lettuce, tomato, cucumber, carrot, sweet potato. If they eat too many carrots, it turns the poo orange. Too many cucumbers, it goes green. And if you eat too much sweet corn, what colour do you reckon? Absolutely right, yeah, yellow poo, which is really cool. And I think, bear with me, I think I've got some. Oh, this is disgusting. Yeah. So it's a yellow poo. And it's like a little, like a worm type thing. Not a worm, it looks like a worm. Yuck. Yes, but they do get bigger. Get to about this sort of size. Now, the captive bred ones, so their eggs are quite small. You have loads of them, literally loads and loads and loads. Because these are wild caught, their eggs are a little bit bigger. They're about this sort of size, about the size of like the Cadbury's mini eggs. Don't eat them though, disgusting. They're pretty amazing little things. They're pretty cool, and they also have to give them, as well as like all the salad, we have to give them cuttlefish, or you can give them chalk, or eggshells, because it's got calcium. They need calcium for the strong shell. If they don't, then it gets really, really weak. And you know they're fully grown because the edge of the shell here. Sorry about this, Dave, just moving you all over the place. This bit here, when it's fully grown, it will get curved, like a lip, like seashells you can get, and they look curved lip. It's like that. So yeah, and he hasn't got it, so he's got a lot of growing to do. There are another type of snail called the tiger snails. They get a little bit bigger. They're like the huge, massive, amazing little things. Really easy to keep. Mine live with my millipedes. So there's a bit of heat, they'll be nice and humid as well. A lot of people going to schools a lot, or nurseries, and they keep them. And they're like, oh, the snails don't come out that much. Too dry. They're from a rainforest, they need to be nice and humid. Okay. And if you get a heat mat, don't put it underneath, because they go along and they bury and it cooks. Well, apart from that, really easy. Yeah. Cool stuff. And then obviously look, the stripes and stuff are camouflage. Remember, they live on the forest floor where it's dark, along with the millipedes. They will climb trees, and if you ever get them and you put them in the wall, shaky camera, and you'll see them climb up, and you'll see like the muscles ripple. It's really cool. Excellent stuff. That's it. Okay. If there's any other type of animal you want to see, but we're going to do another video. Probably do it Wednesday, something like that. What is it today? Sunday today. So we'll do another one for you. Also, if you guys want to, and just drop me a message, we're on Facebook, Instagram and all that sort of stuff. Drop me a message if you want to do like a longer one. So you can do like Q&A, do like a Facebook Live, and I can do maybe sort of like an hour or something, and we just get a load of animals out, and we just keep doing like I normally would, and then you guys can message if you've got questions and things like that. Sweet. Cool. Have a lovely one, guys. Hope you're not tearing your hair out too much, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.